This is a worrying portent of the nature of security threats to airports in particular to come. It's probably a phenomenon we're going to be living with for some time because, as we've been discussing, as you've been discussing, there's no way to conclude whether this is a hostile state actor, i.e., Russia, or a potential individual lone actor. There's a pattern that's emerging, and the EU is starting to take action as to what it can do. But we've actually at Chatham House, a colleague of mine has just published a short piece of analysis about the need for a drone wall in Europe to defend against a new threat. And I think that's the kind of the point at which we're at with this now is thinking about how to develop longer term defenses against this. Because even if the war involving Russia and Ukraine does end at some point, the possibility that individual criminal actors would want to employ these sorts of activities to disrupt airports could well persist. If the Russians aren't involved, they're certainly benefiting. Because just think about this very simple equation. Ukraine is under repeated air assault from Russian drones and cruise missiles. Ukraine depends upon Europeans in part for the interceptors to defend its own cities and its own critical infrastructure. If those same European donors to Ukraine are also having to think about their own civilian infrastructure defense, you can imagine that obviously things about the amount of money you have, the amount of equipment you have, the amount of bandwidth you have to think about multiple, locations of aerial defense starts to be split.